Greetings and salutations. Today's topic: the plight and disposition of whispering willows. Nah, fuck that. What's up, guys? No, we're not doing the whispering willows tonight. Nah, heck with that. We're going to take a look at a debate that went off, I'm thinking about a week ago, if I'm not mistaken, somewhere around there. It's not important. We had Earth Chronicles. Excuse me. Earth Chronicles. I've never heard of them. I've never seen them before. Decide to get into the flat Earth arena. And Wednesday, there's Nathan out there, sir. Married Torse. Just exemplary performance. Just exemplary. I was seriously considering, flying over there myself and decorating you for king and country. Serious as a heart attack. Just meritorious service, sir. But I digress. So, Earth Chronicles, wherever these numpties are, these numpties decide to get into the flat Earth arena. And I don't know, just by their luck, they randomly, I don't want to say randomly pick, but they know somebody that wants to discuss flat Earth. So, who do they get? Nathan Oakley. And the poor dumb bastards didn't know what they were in for. But, that's how it usually shakes out. Sorry for your loss. But this was a train wreck of a dumpster fire of a disaster, folks. You ain't going to believe this. I mean, I was going to do it. I was going to do this the moment that Nathan released, but I wanted to give it some air, let it marinate a bit with people. And out of respect for Nathan and his performance, even though he is muted most of the time. Yeah, it was hilarious. I found myself getting very agitated quite quickly. Shocking surprise for numerous dumpster fires. You know what? I'm just going to play the thing. We're not going to waste too much time here. We're going to just let it roll. As you guys noticed, well, you haven't noticed yet, got my OBS fixed. Shout out to Adam and the beautiful Betty Van Velsen for their assistance. The first evening was so enjoyable. I kind of miss it. I want us to get back there. But we're going to get dead into this. Hold on, folks. Let me see if I got this lined up correctly. It looks like I do. We're going to get into this at 14 minutes in because there was a lot of logistical stuff and not very interesting stuff in the beginning. This is during the pre-show. So we're going to head right into the pre-show and start it from there. Now, this is 3 hours and 18 minutes long. We're not going to get through 3 hours and 18 minutes today because you already know. I think the ratio was 1 hour of debate equals 3.5 hours of my explanations, for lack of a better term, or my exposition on the video. So we ain't getting anywhere near the end of this. So we'll get to where we get. We'll go by feel. It's not going to be 5 hours. I'm not playing that game anymore. You already know that. So we'll see where we get, and we'll end it right there. How about that? So again, make sure you police yourselves out there. I'm not going to be able to look at chat, so say what you will against me and my family and extended family. It's fair game because I'm not looking at them. I'll wait for the Skype calls, in case I have the wrong screen up or I'm on mute or they're on mute. That hasn't. I have a bone with you guys out there. That hasn't happened recently. I haven't gotten any Skype calls, as far as you know, I think in the last 2 treatments. So let me get one good look out there, see if everything's kosher. All right. Yeah, Nathan and Divergent Droid. Thanks, Divergent Droid. All you guys out there with the, just police it. They could say mostly what they want, but, there's a fine line. That's all the guidelines I have. All right. Let's roll. Now, I'm not going to introduce these guys because they're not all here yet, and they're going to introduce themselves in a few minutes here, so I don't need to, go through an introduction here. Except for we got Denise right here. Denise the window licker. You'll see why coming up. All right, we ready? Let's roll.
So, David, can I ask you a question?
Go ahead, buddy.
How did this come about?
It was a demand from people in the chat of our previous shows, because Josh and I take a different position. And so they were like, you guys have to have someone on. We want to hear the debate. We want to hear the discussion. So
I'd like to interrupt here. Because this is Nathan's video, I don't have to stop every so often because of copyright issues. So I just wanted to let you know that. Not that I won't be stopping it when appropriate, but I just won't have to stop it arbitrarily. Okay? Sorry. That's the last announcement. Here we go.
I said, okay, fine, let's do it. So I just put a chat. I put like a message in the Badlands Media back chat, and I said, hey, is there any guys in our community that are into flat Earth that want to come on and debate us about it? And Patrick's like, I'm your Huckleberry. I was like, all right, that's literally it.
No, I'm your Huckleberry, not Patrick. Yeah, you stepped right into this one, you poor dumb bastard. Like I said, you got Bruce Lee of flat Earth right out the gate. I love it. I really do. Talking about unprepared. Folks, if you've watched this, OMG. It's like pulling just your regular, average Joe Schmuck sphere-tard off the street. They have no acumen in anything, especially basic reasoning. And Mr. Magoo, that's going to come along here in a few minutes, just pull stuff out of his ass, make shit up, is incoherent. It is a belly laugher. But I'm sorry. I'm poisoning the well. Sorry. I'll just let it go.
So why you, though? I mean, have you got a vested interest in the subject or something?
Well, I've had an immense curiosity. I've been following the subject very closely since 2014. I'm sort of I've gotten quite addicted to listening to flat Earth debates for the last few years and making my own observations. And
okay, get ready, right? I want you to remember this throughout the whole treatment of these numpties. So he's been here since 2014, and he's been listening in on flat Earth debates for years. How many years? It's more than I've been out here. And then when he starts to present his arguments for a sphere-tard, I want you to evaluate that statement he just made right there. All right? Okay. Sorry. I digress.
Doing this research. So my vested interest is to state a different position and for the audience to have these claims on both sides spoken about under scrutiny from the other side, so that it's not just people dumping information without having any checks. You know what I'm saying? So I really just want to get the whole story out there so that in the end, people can watch this discussion and then come to their own conclusion. That's all I want to do.
Sounds reasoned right there. Sorry for the interruption. I just can't help myself, right? See, right now, when I was listening to this, I said, okay, he seems pretty reasonable. Okay, I got it. All right. I just wasn't prepared for what was about to happen.
What's your position? I don't actually know anybody's position, so.
Well, I'm going to state it in the show, but I do not agree at all with the flat Earth premise. I'm not.
Right there, I stopped. I said, here we go. What a numpty dipshit. First of all, Denise, you just compromised yourself. You're in a complete category error. This isn't about agree and disagree. Agree and disagree is subjective. We're talking about the nature of reality, which is objective, right? So you're not starting off really strong here. So right then, when I was listening to the original, I said, here we go, right? You poor dumb bastard. You're going to get what you get because you deserve it, right? And I'm your Huckleberry Sunshine. We're going to see that as we move on. But he's already screwed. He's already compromised.
I don't think that that's the case. I believe the Earth is spherical, and I
believe. We're not interested in your beliefs. We don't care what numpty dipshits believe. We are talking about the nature of our reality. It is objective. It doesn't have anything to do with beliefs, Sunshine.
believe there's many ways to prove.
I'll tell you what, sorry for the next interruption. Would somebody, do you guys know this gentleman? I would really want him to be here for this. If he can't be here, at least send this to him, right, personally. And if you do, can you PM me and say, hey, I sent this to him? Yeah.
Prove it without relying on NASA or even complex science or mathematics.
You don't need to rely on NASA. You just compromise yourself again with science. This subject has nothing to do with natural science. It's another category error. Off the bat, this is a geometrical argument. Number two, NASA. You don't need NASA, right? You just need your bicycle when you were 6 years old and you got a flat tire and you put that little tire pump on there. And it was one of those push pumps. Remember that? That's all you need. NASA's debunked. You don't have to listen to anything that they say, right? NASA and all the other fairy tale space agencies are debunked with a bicycle tire. They're dickless. Denise?
You confident?
I'm very confident.
Okay.
I've done it myself.
You hear the smile on Nathan's face? Oh, yeah, baby. Sorry.
And I think it comes down to a debate about perspective and how people see the world. And so one thing I'd like to open up with, now that doesn't mean I'm going to come out and be like, flat earth is bullshit. I'm not into that. I don't want it to be like a dumpster fire here, but
it's going to turn into one. I wouldn't say it. I wouldn't say a full-out dumpster fire. That's depending on what you classify as dumpster fires. But you're going to enable, you, dickless Denise, you're going to enable a train wreck. It's not a dumpster fire. It's just a train wreck. And it's your fault. And that's going to be plain to see.
I want to basically be like, here's the arguments to counter the claims that are being made, right? And then it's not up to me to say what the final result is. That's up to everybody watching. So
what you're going to do is you've listened to these flat earth debates and numpty dipshit BallTARDS, and without any depth, you've heard the subject material, and then you heard their idiot refutations, and then you're just going to bagock them, right? Without any due diligence or scrutiny or evaluation. That's it. That rings true now. I didn't pay attention to that too much before when I first watched it. But yeah, that rings true. Now that makes sense to me. Yep, I got you.
Yeah, that's it. I just want to know the truth.
I see.
And I'm also very curious.
Cool. I asked if you're confident because you said, I believe there's plenty of proof.
Oh, you're going to call me on every word, eh?
No.
Call you no. We're going to use the Socratic method there, funny boy. I should say funny girl, Denise. Yeah, it's called the Socratic method. You ever heard of it? Yeah, so everything that comes out of your incoherent blowhole is up for evaluation. Everything. Sunshine.
No, at all. I don't know you, so I don't know how to take your timbre or your wording of things. So I'm just getting a gauge of that beforehand.
Yeah. No, that's good. That's a fair one. No. Yeah. Outside of being able to obviously see, because I believe flat Earth is unfalsifiable in many.
There's another belief. Denise, we could care less about what you believe. I mean, you're a moron. Everyone's going to see that, so we care even less.
Ways, right? Which is why there isn't really an actual flat Earth model. It's more of...
All right, so number one, this is very important to remember. He admits right here that there is not an actual flat earth model. Everyone remember this. This is going to become very important, maybe not in this episode, but down the line. And I'm going to bring it up. So remember what he just said. You want me to rewind it? That there is not an actual flat earth model. Okay? Just remember that. Now, for you, idiot, there is no flat earth model. You're right. There is no sphere earth model. Do you understand that? You don't, because you don't know what models are. You don't know what science is or natural science. We're going to see that here in a few minutes. Right? But I wanted everyone to remember that. All right.
Mostly an argument against the claims of science and the last.
Arguments against the claims of science, you just compromise yourself again. This is a category error. This argument doesn't have anything whatsoever to do with natural science. It's a geometrical argument. So you're finished. Right now, you can end the stream. You're an idiot. You're a pretender clown. Dunning-Kruger, one each.
Last 2,000 years of astronomy and all that stuff.
Last 2,000 years of a pseudoscience. So you got a pseudoscience, 2,000 years. That's an argument to age fallacy. I'd like to hear 2,000 years from who? Do you have any primary documentation? No. You just heard this from some dumbass BallTARD and you're regurgitating it. No substance, no cowbell, no nothing. Denise. My word, son.
Right? So it's just...
Or daughter.
A matter of analyzing it to see if there's anything there and offering the rebuttals that are out there and that we know of and see how they hold up. That's what.
So that's what you're going to do. You're going to offer the rebuttals that you heard from idiot BallTARDs and see if they hold up. He just admitted it. What a clown. By the way, I don't think they're going to hold up.
Science is. We're doing science right now. We're doing what they should.
What the fuck? This guy's... I'm rewinding it. 1812. So long. Let's try to...
Against the claims of science and the last 2,000 years of astronomy and all that stuff, right? So it's just a matter of analyzing it to see if there's anything there and offering the rebuttals that are out there and that we know of and see how they hold up. That's what science is. We're doing science right now. We're doing what...
That's it, baby. Dickless Denise right here thinks that while he's talking to Nathan, this relationship that they have right now, that this is natural science. He said it. He said, I don't need to do anything. You, sir, are a Dunning-Kruger dipshit. I'm sorry, did I call you sir? Denise, you're a Dunning-Kruger dipshit, man. You think this is science. OMG. You know there's a train wreck, an epic train wreck coming.
What they should have done with this vaccine, with all this other shit. So I'm with you guys. See, I'm different than your average, the average guys you guys usually debate, which come from...
The average guys, we guys usually debate. Ain't that a stereotype fallacy? How do you know us guys and who we debate? Because you've been listening in the background? I don't know you. I don't know that name that you got. Denise? I don't recognize that. So that's a stretch there, Sunshine. What are you talking about?
From a strict, materialistic, scientific worldview,
They don't have the people that we debate are numpty dipshits that have no science background whatsoever. So I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Much like you, they wouldn't know what natural science was if it climbed up their arse and started kicking footballs wrapped in concertina wire. So I don't know what you're rambling on about.
That view. So I agree with you guys on a lot of points.
With us guys. Do you agree? I'm a flat earther. Do you agree with most of my points? What are some of my points? You see what happens when you get involved in a stereotype fallacy, right? You get compromised. Because you're just talking out your ass. I don't know. Maybe does he even know that he's being recorded now? I don't know that. I'll have to ask Nathan. Maybe Nathan can answer that question out there. I'm not going to go check. But this is pretty sorry. It's going to get worse when they know they're live.
Agree that NASA is not the most trustworthy agency in the world, but I disagree.
Like I said, who cares? You don't have to trust anybody. It's objective reality. And like I said, you can debunk NASA and all the space stations in the world with a flat bicycle tire. That's simple. If you had any acumen about you, if you had any common sense, you don't have to know the second law of thermodynamics in and out to know this, right?
Disagree that it's 100% lies.
Disagree. I've been hearing a lot of agree. He just said it before I went, took him off or muted him or stopped the video. He's agree and disagree again. You're in this another category here. I don't know where are they getting this from? What is so up with this agree and disagree? You compromise yourself to everyone listening to you. Let me explain something to you, Denise. Agree and disagree are subjective. The nature of reality, what this debate is all about, is objective. Okay? They're antithetical to each other. So I don't know what else to tell you. Go look up those terms and figure them out and get rid of an agree and disagree out of the vernacular here in this genre. Please, before you piss me off.
And I agree on many of the different
Holy shit. Go!
That's actually my expertise. I've studied the world of the occult and the secret societies and history, alternative history, religion, philosophy, all these different things. So
I'll guarantee you that if I challenged him to define each of those philosophy and everything he just stated, I'll bet you he couldn't define none of them. Any of them. He couldn't do it. I'll guarantee it. You're going to see why here in a few minutes.
So I'm definitely a conspiracy realist. And I understand that. But to me, that doesn't equate to the change in the shape of the planet. That's just my position.
No, it doesn't have anything to do with it. You're in a category error. You just stated the category error and didn't recognize it. Unbelievable.
But you'd say you're into science.
Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. When I heard that, I was like, I had to stop it, right? And just prepare myself for the ass whooping that was going to happen to Dickless Denise here. You like the way he said that? I could hear the wry smile on his face when he said that. I know exactly what he looks like when he said that. And I concur.
Yeah, I'm into it to agree. I'm no scientist. I'm no expert. I have no degrees. I was homeschooled. I'm self-taught. And
there's nothing wrong with that. You can know what natural science is, being homeschooled and doing your own research these days. I mean, it's at your fingertips. You just have to know where to look. I would say back, I don't know, 15, 20 years ago, maybe a little bit further back, you couldn't do that. But now there's no problem with being homeschooled and researching stuff yourself. You'll be able to find this readily. You're a bit behind the power curve. I'm not going to get into that. However, for just the general understanding of science and the scientific method, you don't need a secular education.
And I believe in the scientific method.
Here we go. He believes in the scientific method, folks. It's incoherent. It's a paradoxical statement. He doesn't know what believe means. He's a moron. That is really stupid, sir. I mean, Denise.
Okay,
And
cool.
I
That's a
believe
good
that
start.
science. Sorry?
That's a good start. What's the scientific method?
Well, to form a hypothesis, to observe, to make observations.
Whoa, that's bass-ackwards. Not to form a hypothesis and to observe the hypothesis. No. You got some of the right terms. Looks like you've been paying attention to those, but you got them all mixed up. Little dyslexic.
And then to provide evidence for a theory or a thesis where other
Thesis is not a scientific theory, so you fucked that up.
people can repeat the experiment.
Oh, whole experiment. Repeat the experiment. See, he's got like I said, he's got the words in there, but they're all jumbled up.
And that you present a model where...
No, you don't present any fucking models right there. You're compromised again. You don't know what a scientific model is. You have no clue. And that's going to be hammered out in spades throughout these 3 hours, because you're going to, always circle back to your model vomit and lap it up like a dumbass dog. So you're compromised again. Models have nothing to do with the scientific method.
You can actually make predictions.
No, predictions are hypotheses.
That end up proving your observation to be true or false. So
What?
it's the process of forming a theory, bringing evidence against it to test it.
Wrong. You don't do. That's not the scientific method. He's just making shit up. He's got it all screwed. He's, like I said, he's got the words, but he's all over the place. That's incorrect.
Constantly remaining open if new evidence comes across your desk to change.
New evidence comes across your no, that doesn't work like that. The only way scientific experiment or scientific theory can be debunked, I mean an actual one now, one with experiment, you're going to have to find something wrong in the experimental design. Now, I'm not saying that doesn't happen. I'm not saying that. But that's the only way. Got it, Denise?
The result of that hypothesis.
They don't know what science is then.
Exactly. You got it. Way to go, Nathan. Look at the look on his face. Is that pride fucking with you? Well, I'm your huckleberry, Denise. You dickless dipshit. I can see the pride on your face. So can everyone else.
Okay, you tell me then.
All right. So we're getting off to a bad start here.
Yes, we are. But it's a good start for us. So, Patrick, just relax.
No, I want him to do it, Patrick. Go ahead. Come on.
Yeah, he wants him to do it.
Let's go, Nathan. Tell me what science is.
You guys don't know who Patrick is unless you already seen this, but we'll be meeting Patrick coming up here shortly.
Science is the establishment of cause and effect based on a naturally observed phenomena by way of formulation of a hypothesis. So hypothesis...
That's what I said. Observing.
No, that's not what you said. You didn't say that. That's the problem. You use some of the similar terms, but not in that order.
Phenomena,
oh, my bad.
forming a hypothesis.
My bad.
Yeah, he's going to have a problem with this. He's got a problem of incoherent monologues. So does the butt buddy of his, Mr. Magoo, that's coming in. Just go on incoherent monologues and disregard, whistle past the graveyard, any debunks or any alert, hey, over here, that's wrong. He'll just whistle right past, go all the way through. And then he's got the audacity here in a little bit to tell everyone not to do incoherent monologues. I'm not kidding you. He's going to do it. Fucking clown.
Do you not want to know?
Yeah.
Do you not want to know?
Sorry?
Do you not want to know?
Do I not want to know?
Yeah, I was in the middle of telling
Are you telling me that
wants to be
making
able to say it
observations
without
with a
being interrupted.
hypothesis is not science?
No, that's not what he's telling you. That's not what you said. And that's wrong anyway. You just don't make observations. Right? You just don't observe concrete nouns. It's observing natural phenomena. We have to be precise. This is natural science and the scientific method. Precision is the utmost importance. So, the first thing you have to do, that natural phenomena must come first, observing it. Right? Then the hypothesis. Not the hypothesis and then make an observation.
Making observations with hypothesis. What's a hypothesis?
Or, sorry, making observations in order to form a hypothesis.
What's
So,
a-
That's still incorrect. Okay, make an observation of a tree. What's the hypothesis? Dickless Denise. Yeah, you can't. It's non sequitur. That's why you're wrong. So your flippant dyslexia is not going to cover your ass.
What's a
Right
hypothesis then? You tell me.
it's a theory. It's your
A hypothesis is there he goes. You're finished. You would fail intro to science 5th grade. It's over. Your whole science acumen is compromised right now. Well, it was compromised a few minutes ago, but technically it's compromised now. It's all over. So everyone in the audience, in my audience, knows that you're dickless Denise, the window licker that has no science acumen, at the very least, right now.
You're going, okay, I want
Thanks, by the way.
to know what the shape of the Earth is, so I'm going to make some tests.
You want to know what the shape of the Earth is, so he's going to make some tests. He thinks discovering shapes is natural science, folks. Dead again. See, it just gets worse and worse and worse.
Wrong.
I'm going to make observations.
It's incorrect.
And I'm going to try to prove.
You can hear Nathan in the background. Incorrect. It doesn't faze him. Because he's delusional. Now he's the dickless delusional Denise.
With data that I collect as to whether or not those observations actually line up with objective reality.
Yeah, I got that the first time. And I said, so you don't know what science is then? Then I started telling you.
Well, I'm telling you what I think science is.
It's wrong.
It's not what you think. It's what something is or is not. Not what you think it is.
Saying that the scientific institutions are all ponies and rainbows on that front.
Nathan,
but
okay. Nathan, if I can.
It's the process of
See, everyone's trying to stop. He just continues. Like nothing's happened. A delusional, Dunning-Kruger, dickless Denise. That's who he is.
And trying to find out what the truth is about nature. Trying to find out what the truth about reality really is. It's the investigative process.
Let me go ahead and just answer because David, I think you're obviously on the right track here. It is.
The voice you're hearing is Patrick. He's one of Nathan's Patreons. Pretty sharp guy. But you're going to see him here in a couple minutes. Just want to let everyone know. Sorry.
The establishment of cause and effect of a naturally occurring phenomenon by experimentation. So you form a hypothesis after you observe a natural phenomenon, and then your hypothesis is the independent variable, the thing that you think caused the phenomenon. And then the researcher goes about manipulating that independent variable in order to see if by that experiment he can cause the dependent variable, also known as the
phenomenon.
The effect. That was very well stated, except for the last part. You're right, but I'll let it go.
Observed phenomenon. So your description isn't exactly what the textbooks would say the scientific method is, but
I'm not here to talk about just the textbooks because I'm not a scientist.
Just the textbooks. What the hell does that mean? You're not here to talk about just the textbooks. It's the fuck do you mean? I don't know.
I don't have a PhD.
I'm telling you what
you don't know what a PhD is. You don't need to be a scientist to be in this genre because this is not about natural science. But you don't know what natural science is.
I think the process of truth is, especially when it relates to discovering what the shape of this planet is and what the nature of reality is, right?
What the shape of he just said the shape of the Earth again. That's a geometrical question that doesn't have anything to do with natural science. You're exposed.
Okay,
so
but you said you were into science.
Every time you investigate,
see, he won't stop. Nathan keeps trying to stop him. Nathan was being very polite, right? Tries to tell him that he's incorrect, but nope. That doesn't mean anything to the Dunning-Kruger delusional dickless Denise.
Okay, think of it as a crime scene. You're trying to solve a murder.
Oh, God. Listen to this.
Murder, right? You're going to observe the murder as the phenomena. Then you're going
to... So you're trying to solve the murder. He says, we're going to observe the murder. Okay?
Make a hypothesis about...
Why would you need to make a hypothesis? You just observed the murder. You already know how and why. What a dumbass.
How you think the murder happened and...
How do you think it happened? You just said you observed the murder. But he's going to make a hypothesis anyway.
That's that whole process of gathering data. And then it's about eliminating what's not true.
How you going to eliminate what's not true? Well, okay, peanut butter didn't do it. I just observed that the murder. Peanut butter didn't do it. Cracker Jack box didn't do it. You're eliminating stuff, right?
In order to come to the only possibility left, which is the truth.
Okay, that's not.
I'm sorry.
Science. So that's not science. You don't know what science is. So I mean,
okay, that's
the bottom line.
That's the bottom line. Yeah, that's exactly right. Nathan is exactly right. That's the bottom line. You're fired.
Well, we're going to be very strict. I'm going to.
Well,
I'm just
I'm-
gonna
you-
add-
Oh, that's the pride fucking with you. That's what's coming out of that blowhole of yours, the pride. I can see it. I can smell it a mile away. I'm your huckleberry, sunshine. You better not. You better stop letting that pride get in the way. Tell you that much. I'm gonna be on you like a duck on a fucking June bug.
Okay, hold on.
Hold on. My pride's fucking with me. Alert, alert, pride's fucking with me. We all know. We can all see it on your face, Denise.
Yeah, you asked me what I'm here to do. What my
No, he asked you what the scientific method was. Now, he also asked you that, but that was before. Right? What's your point?
what I'm here to argue and what I think the scientific method is.
Not what
right?
you think. He didn't ask you what you thought the scientific method was. He asked you what is the scientific method. Not what you think it was or thought it was. Right? Big difference.
Yeah, and you don't know what it
said
is.
It's repeatable experiments observing a phenomena, right?
Repeatable experiments observing a phenomenon. He's got to ask backwards. He's already been corrected, but he just doesn't get it. Like I said, that's Dunning-Kruger. Right? And he's delusional. He's also deckless, and his name's Denise.
So you have to have first a hypothesis, a theory. Like I'm trying to
First, you have to have a hypothesis or theory. There he goes. A hypothesis isn't a theory, and that's not the first step. You're a fucking retard.
study
That's wrong.
how plants grow,
It's wrong.
right?
Nathan, in the background, tell him it's wrong. I know I'm color commentating on this, but you guys hear it. You know, he just won't stop.
You have to weigh evidence against that
That's
to
wrong.
see if your theory is correct. And if you
No,
bring
that's wrong.
the proper data
I
forward,
keep saying it. It's the third time
then
you've said
you'll
it.
be able to. Are you
Just whistling right all the way through.
going to keep interrupting me, bro?
Yeah, because you're a dumb fuck. Everything you said was wrong. Yes, we are, dickless. We are going to stop you when you say some stupid shit. So we'll be stopping you a lot.
Keep
We're not
saying it.
even
You
on
said
the
it. I've
show
heard
yet.
it 3 times, and you're wrong. I've heard it 3 times. You're saying that you're testing a theory. That's wrong. So I can hear it 4
So we're not
times.
going to test the. We're
but
not
it's
going
wrong.
to test the theory.
It's wrong.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Magoo. His butt boy, or her butt boy. This guy. I mean, I'm not poisoning the well. If you've already watched this, you already know what this jackass is. It's just like you pulled your average skanking file Joe Schmuck off the street, and he thinks he's an intellectual. So he's going to try and sit down and conjure just horseshit. Now, he's also going to be looking up at his computer monitor because he's got Wiki Google at his fingertips. I mean, this is pathetic. I mean, I actually felt sorry for the guy at first, but then he just pissed me off. Now, we'll get to those parts, but I don't know who's dumber. It'd be hard to tell. Somebody come up with a test.
Wrong. It's
Hey,
incorrect.
Josh, we're already off to a
Wait,
great
what's up,
start,
man? I just heard about
Welcome to the
what
Flat
is the
Earth
theory.
debate.
Yeah, get ready for this. See, he's already over talking. He's over talking him already. Get used to that because that's going to happen throughout.
So let me ask the. I'm sorry. What was his name?
Nathan.
Nathan
How
Oakley.
you doing, Nathan? I'm Josh. How we doing
Nice to meet you,
today?
Josh. Good to be here.
I'm Josh, Mr. Magoo. I'm just joshing.
Nice to meet you too.
He was
So-
asking
so
me what the scientific
is
method
science?
was, and he didn't
What
like
is the
my
science?
answer.
Here he goes. They're both talking at the same time again. Get used to it.
Scientific method.
It's
Let me
just
ask you that.
wrong.
What is the scientific method?
That's what he asked him. This fuckwit has this propensity to do this. He'll start asking questions back that were asked to him and wait for an answer. Look at him. Is his eyes crossed? Did you get mule kicked? What a dumbass. So yes, that's what we asked him, to expose his science acumen below first grade. I mean, it's well below first grade. I mean, it's non-existent.
The scientific method is the establishment
Nathan entertained you, I wouldn't have.
of cause and effect reasoning based on a naturally observed phenomena that you want to know what caused it. And that's done through the establishment of a...
Yeah, go up. His eyes are crossing. They're rolling up into his head, Nathan. You better get to that monitor.
Hypothesis, which is
Mm-hmm. What, like you're some authority on the topic? You're an abject dumb fuck. Everyone's going to know that here in a few minutes.
supposition of the cause of
Pay attention.
you're studying in nature. Now, hypothesis.
So how did I not say that?
My bad.
How did you not say it? You didn't form the ideas or words in your mind and then engage your vocal cords and your tongue and your lips. That's how you did not say that, Nancy. I'm sorry, Denise.
A hypothesis has got two sides. One is the alternative, which is if A, then B. So if you vary A, you will cause B. B being the thing you're studying, the thing in nature you want to know the cause of. Now, it's also got something
So
called
let me ask you this: How
it's
do you
also got
test
a
the
null.
hypothesis?
Oh, why are you interrupting him? He's not done yet. He's just about towards the end. Just wait. So what this fucking idiot says, how do you test it? How do you test that? Well, he's not done telling you what it is first.
It's also got a null, which is
How do you
if
test the hypothesis?
Yeah, that's what I
well,
was
if I
trying
could
to
tell
say.
you what
You
it
can't
was,
have
maybe we could get to
Here we go again, interrupting. Look, he's looking up at his monitor, folks, because he's just typed something in there before he asked the question. Just to let you know.
I'm going to test it, but I haven't told you
I
what
know
it
what
is
it
yet. I'm in the
is.
middle
I'm
of
just
telling
asking.
you.
Oh, you know what it is. Yeah, you know what it is now because you just typed it in. Fucking clown.
You're
How do
here
you
to
test the
test.
hypothesis?
You guys are here, and we're here to test each other's hypothesis.
No, we're not. This has nothing to do with science. You're compromised again.
You don't know
We're
what a
gonna do
hypothesis.
science,
Okay, you
right?
tell
You don't know what a hypothesis is, just like Nathan said. So what is a hypothesis?
me what a hypothesis is. I was halfway through telling you, and you asked me how we test it. You tell me what it is, given that I've just got halfway through telling you what it is.
No, I agree with you. I'm just.
No. How can you agree? How can you agree with him? He wasn't done. So you're just agreeing in lieu of. Just that's what I'm saying. It just doesn't make any sense at a fundamental fuckwit level. I mean, a second grader halfway coherent is going to be, rolling over in the corner, belly laughing. If they're paying any attention. My God. And you're an adult? Nancy. I'm sorry. Denise. I may have to change your name to Nancy.
Didn't
wondering
finish telling
why-
you.
Okay, I guess you didn't.
I didn't finish. Yeah, no, I didn't. I was asked how we test it before I explained what it was.
Okay, guys,
This is Patrick.
let me say something.
He's one of the good guys. He's on the righteous side. On Nathan's side.
If we're gonna, how are we gonna do this? Do we want this to be something that's gonna
A
benefit the
shit
audience?
show, or do we want to?
Shit, yeah, you're going to be the star of it. You and your girlfriend over here.
Yeah, because here's the question: is the Earth the shape of a sphere, or is it a flat plane? Right? Like,
Flat.
what's the shape of the planet? So now we're
Flat's
both
not a
going to
shape.
present evidence
So Nathan's trying to tell him flat's not a shape. It doesn't have any effect on him.
to back up what we think the answer is.
Okay, flat's not
So
a
I
shape.
think the goal.
That's
the goal
what we're here to
guys,
do. We're not here to jump on every single word and try to dissect.
That's the Socratic method. No, you're not going to tell us what we're going to do. Dickless, Denise, not a chance. We are going to evaluate everything that comes out of that blowhole of yours. All the incoherent nonsense. Every last fucking word. That's how it's going to go. You tracking with me, sunshine?
Dissect it and all that shit.
Fuck off! I'll dissect your dumbass in front of everyone.
Okay.
So this is what
Fuck you! Look at that. I'll tell you what. You see that? How he rolls back. How Skeletor rolls back. I'm your Huckleberry, sunshine. I'll tell you that shit right now. What can we? It would be great to meet. I'll leave it at that.
I really, really hope for this debate, Nathan, and I hope that you'll join me in that. Even when they say stuff that's wrong, that we regard as wrong, I'd like to let everybody finish. So
No, Patrick. That's horse shit. So we're going to listen to abject retards trip over themselves, fallacy after non sequitur, just inane ramblings. We're just going to let them go till the end? I don't fucking think so. I guess you're not going to be one of my Patreons. But that's you better reevaluate that. If you need some background, we can maybe Nathan get us together. We can have a discussion on the topic.
So we're going to have opening statements, this, that, and the other. We're going to err on the side of letting people finish sentences. And gentlemen, I really hope that goes for you as well.
Oh, yeah,
100%.
I even noticed you guys kind of talking over each other. For the purposes of this, I would appreciate it if we could all just really work hard not to interrupt each other's sentences. And that really, really helps, because a lot of times the answer to your question is going to be at the end of what somebody is saying. So when Nathan was in the middle of explaining what a hypothesis is, he hadn't gotten to the end of what a hypothesis is before you asked him how you test a hypothesis. And the fact that you did that indicates to me that maybe you weren't really listening to what he said. So we're going to work real hard today to listen to each other and just really internalize what each other is saying. And we are all guilty of not doing that sometimes, myself included. But for the purposes of this, I really want us all, every last one of us, to not interrupt, if at all possible, all four of us. And that's it.
I agree,
Well,
Patrick.
so-
And
so
let me
for the
just add
sake
one
of
thing, if I
time-
could.
Go ahead, David.
Sorry, just one more thing. As another part of that, that means we can't go on long monologues.
How long have I been on mute? Looks like I've been on mute. I got that Skype call. Hold on a second, guys. Let's see how it's going on out there. How long have I been on mute? Anyone? Can anyone give me just 10 seconds? Really? I tried to be polite. 30 seconds. Now it's 30 seconds. Oh, shit. What was the last? Got audio now, only lost sound for 30 seconds? Okay, then that's not all that bad. Okay. Like I said, I put myself on mute because of some little coughing and stuff. Maybe 3 minutes. Thanks, Brian. Yeah. You're not a monkey in the wrench, are you? All right. I'm sorry about that, guys. And I was praising myself before for recovering and not doing that, but there I go again. I guess I can't help myself. All right. I don't think we missed anything major. You still heard those guys talking. It was mostly them talking because I wasn't really making any comments except to Patrick. Did you guys hear? Yeah, right, Brian. Did you guys hear me call out Patrick? It was just a small call out. 15 minutes. Thanks, Nathan. Let's push him over here. Patrick stated that he was going to let them talk no matter if they were getting things wrong, just to make sure, not interrupt them so they get to the point. And that's not how we do business. If you didn't hear me say that before, I got a big friggin' problem with that. That's not how, like I said, that's not how we do business. So that means probably he's never going to be one of my Patreons. So, but that's horseshit. And we don't do that. So I'm not listening to a fallacy-filled fuckwit bonanza, right? And listen to these incoherent, dickless monologues. Not going to do it. If I hear something wrong, I'm going to stop you dead. Because you can't move forward from that. Because everything else is garbage downstream. Now, I know that you're doing it to be polite, but you got some, you're going to have to sacrifice that. Maybe we can get together and talk about it. And maybe you just meant it for this interaction. Okay? I don't know. We'll see. Let's get on with it. You guys didn't miss too much before that, I don't think.
Where nobody gets to say anything, right? So to not, right? Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
Hypothesis.
So,
a
ideally-
proposed explanation of phenomena.
Oh, dipshit. He just looked up what a hypothesis was. Guess what it was? He'll just interrupt, right? Even though they're off the topic. He'll just interrupt now. I know what a hypothesis is. It's an explanation. Wrong. He just wikied it. Whoever you wikied, Mr. Magoo, got it fucking wrong. So you got it wrong. A hypothesis is not a proposed explanation. It's a supposition. So you just exposed yourself as a numpty dipshit, mindless wiki Google parroter, Mr. Magoo. Thanks for that. Look how proud of he's all proud of himself too.
Gotcha. Ideally, repeating the same incorrect
What?
assertion about what science is 3 times.
What the hell was that? I'm going back.
Thing, right? So to not, right? Does that make sense?
Hypothesis.
So,
a
ideally-
proposed explanation of phenomena.
Gotcha. Ideally, repeating the same
What the hell's that? Proposed explanation of a phenomena, and which is wrong. Then he does this with his. What's that? Is that the size of something? It's definitely nothing from your boyfriend over here, because he's a girl and dickless. So what does this mean? I don't know what this means. This is quite disturbing. What the fuck?
incorrect
Smart.
assertion about what science is 3
What the hell? My God, sir. Can somebody get control of him?
times through the top of me. That's not ideal.
Watch his eyes heading up, looking at his wiki Google screen.
Well, what science is? It's the
Well, what science is? It's the, what are you answering your own question? He's scary, dumb fuck.
explanation, right? It's how we try to rationalize and explain nature.
So look at Patrick. Let him go, Patrick.
Natural phenomena.
Okay,
Right?
guys,
I mean,
we're gonna start the
that's
show
at least
now.
my-
We gotta start.
Yeah, they're talking about the logistics of the show and stuff, and he has to chime in because he just looked it up on Wiki Google. He's all proud of himself. I can poop him off and on. Mommy, wow. I'm a big dick now. Boop, boop. Fucking clown, man.
Start the show. Nathan,
Let's start
maybe
the show. There's a few minute little intro. So here's how it's gonna go. I'm gonna just open it up, say welcome everybody, and then we're gonna Josh. I just let everybody know I'm gonna go to
Is he coming?
Patrick.
Are we bringing Nathan in?
Nathan,
He'll
put
be
your-
in. He's just off cam right now.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
I'm gonna go Patrick, opening statement, introduction. Then I'm gonna go Nathan. Then I'm gonna go you, and then we're gonna have a free flow. And God help us all. Sound good? Okay, here we go.
Help us all.
I love that smirk on Nathan's face because he knows it's over. You poor dumb bastards. You chose the wrong person. Ah! All right, guys. Sorry about that. There we go. What the hell? All right. I'm not listening to no intro. Oh, wait a second.
Hello?
Sorry about that, folks. Am I good here? Come on. Oh, for goodness sakes. They're coming, folks. Give them a second. There they are.
Alright, here we are. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Earth Chronicles. This is episode 6, and we are doing it. We're going there, guys. We're
Watch him. See his eyes? Up on his Google screen. He's smiling. He probably sees, colored tape or something.
going to have a debate about flat Earth, the shape of the planet, and all that good stuff. It is
The shape of a planet. Isn't that begging the question fallacy right off that? Nathan's he caught it.
by popular demand, and this is why we're doing it. And we're hoping to have a very interesting, fun, and polite discussion.
Oh, this is going to be a lot of fun. Why would it need to be polite? Why would you need to state that? Is somebody's religion on the Barbie? It would have to be with that statement. Interesting.
Discussion about this subject, and I would like to really thank everybody for being here. Thanks for sharing this out. And I just want to say real quick, first of all, my name is David. If you haven't seen my work, you can find all my work at dwtruthwarrior.com.
dwtruthwarrior.com, eh? The Dickless Denise Windelicker. I'll have to write that down.
And we are going to be talking about a subject that I've been curious about since around 2014. I've been following this for many years now, collecting arguments, listening to debates, doing my own observations, and just thinking about it. And I'd like to see what the other opinions are about this.
Opinions. Here we go again. You're in a category here. This isn't about opinions. The nature of reality isn't about opinions. This is a well duh. You don't even realize, you don't know what you're saying. The words that you're using do not make any sense to the subject material at all. So we're going to get opinions of the nature of reality? Sign me up. What a clown.
And so I'm really happy to be here. And I think what we're going to do for this is we're going to go around and do a little introduction, sort of an opening statement, stating our positions. And then we're going to have a free flow, and we're going to do our very best to bring concise arguments to you, the audience, so that you can make up your own mind. I'm not a person that likes to say we have to make declarative statements on any of this stuff. I have my opinion. My guests here have their opinions, and you watching have your.
You know what? Sorry about that, folks. I think I missed a little part back here where he said that this is at 3012. I'm not going to go back. I'm just going to tell you what he said. Everyone was given their input on how the debate should go, and his overriding point that there should not be, people should not, in the debate, go after monologues or start monologuing for long periods of time. That was his chief complaint, to have no one else do. And obviously, that's what he was doing in the pre-show. So I don't know, he must have graduated from the incoherent Hillary Clinton Academy of charging others with what you do preemptively. So it's in here, folks. I'm just not going to go back there, but it just train wrecked himself. And listen to how many monologues there are. All right? Sorry for the interruption.
Opinions, and we're all trying to learn together. And the hope here is that when we compare notes, we can keep a good, peaceful dialogue about these subjects so that we can get to the truth, because that's really all that matters in the end. That's the goal. And
yeah, no, I love it, Nathan. Yeah, these poor dumb bastards don't know what's about to befall them. I love it.
And so I'm really excited for this. This is going to be great. So I'd like to open up first by passing this over to Patrick. I'm honored to have him here. He's a real staple on this network. I'd like to thank Badlands Media, of course, for hosting this and bringing us all here. And Patrick, I've been following you for a while, doing some great work with John, great work on your own podcast. And so welcome to Earth Chronicles, man. Open it up.
Thank you so much, David. Josh, nice to meet you as well. Nathan, nice to have you in the corner there, and been watching your work forever now. And so it's nice to finally be broadcasting right alongside you. Those of you who don't know me, my name's Patrick Gunnels, and I'm a warrior in the truth war. And I started pretty much right after the election of Donald J. Trump, when I discovered that things didn't quite make sense in how our institutions were behaving. And eventually, after uncovering enough lies from my own institutions, whether they be the educational system, whether they're the media, and a million different other things, I made a commitment to myself that I was only going to accept things that I could verify for myself. And that took me on quite a journey. And then it took me to the heliocentric model. And I learned that the heliocentric
model doesn't exist. Is that what you learned?
Model is essentially the most successful religion in world history.
Well, it's a religion. It's not a model, though. I understand what you're saying. You want to keep everyone on the same sheet of music. I'm not indicting you for that. I got you. But as everyone knows, it doesn't exist. You'll never see it. No one will ever show it to you.
And it started whenever it started, but when it was started, it was based on a few cosmological precepts. One, that we live on a sphere of roughly 3,959 statute miles, that sphere is rotating at the equator at approximately a speed of 1,037 miles per hour. And third, that the sky above us is a vacuum. And those three precepts are something that I was
Nathan, what are you drinking over here? What are these gingerbread men on this cup? I'm sorry. Very well articulated, Patrick.
never, under any circumstances, no matter how hard I tried, able to find any verifiable evidence that I myself could determine. Not one single thing. We weren't able to find any curvature. We weren't able to find any evidence for axial rotation. We weren't able to find any evidence that you could have this air that we breathe immediately adjacent to a vacuum. None of those things are possible. The third thing is something that we can simply disprove by taking a big, deep breath, because if the sky were immediately adjacent to a vacuum, the air that we breathe would fill that limitless volume of space that we're told is up there, and we would all be dead or never have existed in the first place. There would be things that we would be able to see in our own world if we were rotating at a speed of 1,037 miles per hour at the equator. And finally, every distance to horizon on a sphere of radius 3,959 miles, by simple trigonometric math that you can do yourself on a piece of paper, you would find that any distance to horizon on a sphere of that size could be no more than 1.225 miles times the square root of the observer's height in feet. And I
That's copyrighted. Very well done.
thought maybe they were faking this. So I did the math myself. It is 100% unverifiable. And every single time that a black swan type photo that showed massive distance over water that could not possibly have any convexity, the answer was always, well, the curvature is not shown here because it's hidden by refraction or this reason or that reason. It's like the child with an imaginary friend who says, I know
Very well done. Sorry, I keep interrupting.
that my imaginary friend is there. And when you say, well, I don't see him, you say, well, he hid in the corner, or, oh, he ran away, and that is the way that the globe defenders appear to behave when asked, why do we find no curvature? And then after that, as you go through the increasing absurdity of the heliocentric religion, you realize this is just another massive, massive lie that we're all guilty of. And it makes us doubt our senses. It separates us from God. It is the alpha hoax. It's the hoax that made all the other hoaxes possible. And I want to get into the details of why we think these things and how we can possibly extricate ourselves from the grip of this delusion. Thank you.
Very well done. One hell of an articulation. At one of the best introductions I've ever heard. Seriously. There was no hyperbole, no bullshit, to the point. Yeah, it was drug on a little bit, but very well done. Thank you.
It was a really well done opening statement.
Well, even he recognized it. She.
Right before we go to you, Nathan, we got a super chat from Patel Patriot. And that's why I was laughing. By the way, I wasn't laughing at Patrick. I just thought it was funny what John's saying here. He goes, okay, new Badlands project. We're buying a spaceship to figure out for ourselves once and for all. Also,
You don't need to buy a spaceship. Just a bicycle tire that's flat. And how you fix it, you don't need that spaceship. So whoever wrote that super chat's a numpty dipshit.
peaceful
I like
debates
that.
aren't as entertaining. Take the gloves off, boys. $50.
John, you don't
Thanks,
know what
John.
you're asking for. Thank
No, he doesn't know what he's asking for. I told you they're poor dumb bastards. You invite Bruce Lee of Flat Earth in your opening gambit. You can't make this shit up.
John.
All right. Well, let's go over to Nathan. Go ahead with your intro, Nathan.
I haven't prepared an intro, so I'm Nathan Oakley. I run a show called Flat Earth Debate on YouTube, which runs daily, and you can join at 2 p.m. UK time to debate the nature of Earth. And I've spent the last 4 or 5 years running that show, debating with people who have a misapprehension about what science is and a general misapprehension that they have scientific evidence to prove that they're on a sphere-shaped model, which is definitely not the case. So yeah, that's my bag in a nutshell. I've not got a great deal to say for an intro, other than subscribe to me at Nathan Oakley 1980, and you can see the Flat Earth Debate, or even join if you felt so passionate as the Superchatter just did, suggest that rockets can traverse gas pressure, go into an area of volume to take a picture of an Earth as a sphere, and yet the gas which expands in all directions to fill the volume it has available to it isn't expanding into the area that the rocket's going into to take a picture. Those are the sort of things you can hear on Flat Earth Debate on a daily basis. So we run a live public debate on Nathan Oakley 1980. So pleasure to be here. Thank you very much for having me.
Very cool.
All right. Well done. Well, there's only one way to find out. Josh, go ahead, bro.
Josh Reed with redpills.tv, and I'm here just for the tea. So
Yeah, we know. All right, I'll let it go.
no, I am. I believe that the Earth is an oblate spheroid.
You believe the Earth is an oblate spheroid. Well, we don't care about dumb fuck beliefs. First off, oblate spheroid, if that were the case, then your NASA is going to have to redact 50 years of fairy tale images showing that it's not. So I don't know how you believe. Well, I guess that's how you believe, because belief is no evidence. So that makes sense. Idiot.
I've had discussions with Flat Earth Dave before. I've had discussions with many different flat earthers before, and what we're here to do is find out the truth. And I think that there's certain mechanisms within our society that allow us to observe nature.
There's certain mechanisms in our society that allows us to observe nature is dumb fuck. What do you mean? Like eyeballs? Is that what you're talking about? It just made no sense. It's fucking stupid.
And the phenomena that occur, and we can take those and make hypotheses. We can.
Why are you on science? This isn't a scientific topic. You're exposed again. It's going to be going on and on for 3 hours. Numpty.
Generate theories from those hypotheses, and through observable phenomena and through
observable phenomena. Are you going to observe shape phenomena? Mr. Magoo.
Repeating this process over and over and over and coming up with the same results, we can determine what is real or consistent in our universe and our reality and what is not. And I think that if we weigh those, we can come to the determination that the Earth is not flat.
Well, if we weigh those scientific concepts right there, we can figure out that the Earth is not flat. Just non sequitur. Dipshit. He's a fucking moron.
And that the Earth is round, or an oblate spheroid. But,
the Earth, now it's an oblate spheroid, but the Earth is round. Well, round and flat aren't mutually exclusive there, Crayon Muncher. Ever heard of CDs? How about LPs? He's just talking out his ass, making shit up.
I guess we're up for a discussion and interpretation. And so let's...
Now, interpretations are for religions. Interpretations are subjective. Again, you're in a category error. You're not starting off too good. Tell you that much.
Let's start it. Let's begin.
Yeah, let's begin.
Very good, very good. Well, and my intro real quick, well, I kind of did one, but I just wanted to say a thank you to Flat Earth because...
Thank you to an inanimate concept. Really? How about please to freedom? Oh, boy. Wow.
because my idea is that there's only the best way to learn about something is to learn about its opposite, to have ideas that challenge your worldview, that make you question what you think you know, and that it's helped me learn more about astronomy, about the nature of the planet.
That's pseudoscience, astronomy, demonstrably.
And has actually inspired me to learn more about it. So that's
So pseudoscience is part of the inspiration for you, eh? Yeah, we figured that out in the pre-show.
my little olive branch over to the flat Earth community. I also want to say that
Why would you need an olive branch? I'd like an answer to that question, Judge.
appreciate you guys because of the fact that you're challenging a very powerful paradigm in the world.
We're challenging a fairy tale religion. It's not much of a challenge. It went down the tubes in 2015, officially in 2016, when I stepped into the genre.
Where the scientific institutions, as we've
This doesn't have anything to do. You compromised yourself again. This doesn't have anything to do with natural science. The shape of something has nothing to do with natural science, Crayon Muncher.
just experienced in the last 3 years need to be questioned, need to be had their feet held to the fire. And we don't have to have all these PhDs and all these degrees. And
You don't know what a PhD is. I know you don't.
be part of these major institutions in order to be able to do our own investigation, do our own science. I think
We're doing our own science again. He's in category here. Non sequitur. Dipshit.
is straight in many ways from the original scientific method.
You don't know what the scientific method is. You were already compromised in the pre-show. Did you forget about that? During your incoherent monologue, whistling past the graveyard through it. Everyone in my audience heard it.
the
Unbelievable.
institutional level. But that being said, I still hold the view that we live on a spherical planet and that
A spherical planet. And why is that? This is just introductions. Okay.
we are not in, or that we actually, there is such thing as space. And
There is such thing as space. There's no argument with that. I mean, I'm a flat earther. I know that there's length, width, and height, which is space. So there's no problem with that. So actually, that's an idiot straw man. Now, there is no vacuum of space. I think that's what you meant. You better start getting more precise, or we're going to have a problem. We already have a problem, though, don't we? Me and you. Denise.
we live in an infinite universe.
Infinity does not exist in mathematics or reality, Denise.
Or somewhat infinite. We don't really know, but
Or now it's somewhat infinite. I want to know what the fuck is somewhat infinite. I would really like to know what that is. Unbelievable.
I think there's more to everything than meets the
We don't care what you think. Everything that meets the eye. What is this? Argument by cliche? Is that the level that we're at? You don't realize what you got yourself into, do you, Nancy? I'm sorry, Denise. You just don't realize it. That's blatantly apparent.
the eye. So relying only on your singular senses without any kind of equipment or any kind of research, it can be limiting. That's just where I'm at. But let's see if these guys can convince me otherwise. So
Whoa there, Nancy. You see what this moron just did? He just poisoned the well with an incoherent straw man, a number of them. Now, it was very subtle. So he said that he uses senses, equipment, and published research. In other words, that's what he was saying. And he's waiting for Nathan and Patrick to convince him otherwise. You guys want to hear that again? Yeah, you do. We're gonna listen to it again.
we live in an infinite universe or somewhat infinite. We don't really know, but I think there's more to everything than meets the eye. So relying only on your
Here it comes.
singular senses without any kind of equipment or any kind of research, it can be limiting. That's just where I'm at. But let's see if these guys can convince me otherwise. So
There you go. See it? You guys got it now? Yeah, it's subtle. Yep. I caught you. I caught you. So what you're saying to me is that I tell people not to use their senses, no equipment, and don't look at any published research. So that's what you're telling that I do. And then you're going to have it. Yeah, look at Nathan over here. I forgot. Yeah, Nathan, I didn't look up. Yeah, Nathan got it. Yeah, that was pretty sly there, Denise. My word.
let's just go for it, guys.
Yeah, let's do
maybe
it.
Patrick, over to you. What point? Well, we did discuss, actually. Let me know if you're okay with this. In our chat, I had asked it would be a good place to start with motive, because we want to try.
A good start. He talked about science for how long, but now we're going to start out right out of the gate with an appeal to motive fallacy. Look at Nathan's face. Yeah. What the fuck? Unbelievable.
Try to establish the motive.
Look at
behind, or at
Patrick.
least speculate on the motive as to why this conspiracy would be in play.
No.
You're shaking your head, so you disagree?
No,
Go ahead.
absolutely not. We have scientific evidence to examine here. Why liars lie is real. I mean, I'm an educated man, but why the people who control this world have decided to deceive us is something that we could speculate on all day. Nathan and I may talk about that once in a while, but we're just spitballing. What we do know is that there is no evidence of curvature. We do know that there is no evidence of axial rotation. And we do know that the second law of thermodynamics makes it impossible for the sky to be a vacuum. So I'll ask you a question just to see if we can.
Listen up to the question. Very well done, by the way, Patrick. Listen up to the question, because this question will not be answered in 3 hours, in over 3 hours. Let me take that back. It will be answered. I'll point out the answer to you if you miss it. So I take that back. It is answered. Just hold on. Hopefully we'll get there today.
We can get this started. Do you have any evidence that the horizon is actually the curve of a presupposed spherical Earth?
You asking David or me?
I'm asking
Let's
David.
put it out there. Let's put it out there.
Let's put it out there. Well, he already put it out there. Why would you need to say, let's put it out there? It's already out there.
Josh, how about you go first?
Yeah, I'll bet. Right to Josh. Right to Mr. Magoo. Right? Because you don't got anything. That's for sure.
Something here I'll pull up, but have you?
Oh, we can't wait for you to pull up something, Nancy. Damn it. You're Nancy from now on. That's final.
Your own observations. Maybe you should tell them your background in the Navy.
What the fuck? What the fuck is that? Patrick just asked him a poignant question to get the debate off and running. The question: do you have any evidence that the horizon is actually the cause of the Earth? Dickless up here response? Hey, Josh, Mr. Magoo, why don't you tell him about what you'd been doing in the Navy? What the fuck is that? What is that? It's fucking stupid. Who gives it this swab? We get another swab in the deck idiot. Norm. He and Norm have a lot in common. What the fuck? What's your play here? That just because he's in the Navy, or he was in the Navy, that he has some type of secret fucking knowledge about the sphere-tard? Is that what you're going for here? Ironically, the number one flat Earth proof comes from the Navy. How you like that? Irony's getting thick in here now. So what are we going to be listening to here? Some swab in the deck stories down in the galley. But with his direct question, it's fucking stupid. You're stupid, is what the problem is. This guy. Oh my God.
I was in the U.S. Navy for 10 years. I've sailed the Pacific, the Atlantic Ocean, to South
What's your favorite color?
Pacific. Been all around this world on the oceans. Got a few of my old shipmates actually watching right now.
Hopefully one of them is a navigator. I don't know. You Navy guys need to get the hook out and get him out of here because he ain't representing. I mean, my cat's litter box is smarter than this dude. You're going to see this over the next however long we're going to go. It's really bad.
The horizon that you see on the ocean is going to be a little bit, I guess, further away than the horizon you're.
What the fuck? What? Why? What? Oh, brother. Is he already muted?
No, you're not looking at the curvature. And the reason you're not looking at the curvature.
So we're not looking at the curvature. All right. Next. So you have no proof. You can't answer his question. So he didn't. That's what he did answer the question. There's his answer. There's no curvature. That's it.
Because the Earth is really big.
Oh, there's no curvature because the Earth is biggie. If there is no curvature, then how and why are you a sphere tard? Shout out to Betty. Right? Makes sense? If there is no curvature, then why are you a sphere tard, Sunshine? It's a pretty good question, isn't it? Unbelievable.
And I hate to go to like that Professor Dave dude's kind of way he says that.
You going to cream of wheat? Yeah, you would. It's biggie, right?
The Earth is really big. Is typically you have every 75 miles is you're going to have 1 degree of curvature.
What the fuck was that? 1 degree every 75 miles. Where'd you just make that shit up? He did because it's incorrect, right? And that's not curvature. 1 degree. What does that mean anyway? Where'd you get that 1 degree from? That, more importantly, let's start there. Where'd that come from? Is that like an elevation angle to Polaris? Perhaps. That's the #1 flat Earth proof, by the way. Even 1 degree every 75 miles is incorrect, right? Everyone knows 1 degree every 60 nautical miles or 69 statute miles. But he's wrong with that. He gets simple shit wrong all throughout this. But what does that mean, though? Wouldn't you have to know the size of something and then demonstrate that size to even make that claim? That's #3 point. And what does 1 degree mean? I mean, that's not a distance. Is it? No. So you're a clusterfuck.
Right? Can we agree
Wrong.
on that? Every 75 miles on a
No, wrong.
curved Earth, every 75 miles, you're going to have 1 degree of curvature.
No,
No. Oh, I'm sorry.
that's
Excuse me.
incorrect.
It's not
Okay,
correct.
well, how about this? Then how do you measure curvature?
That's your claim.
Wait a second. Then how do you measure curvature? Why would you give him that response? That's non sequitur. You didn't say how you got the 1 degree every 75 miles. Why are you asking how he got curvature when you fucked that up? That's the level that we're at here. Your question was even non sequitur. It's fucking irrelevant. My God.
No. How does flat earthers say that there's no curvature through this
How do flat earthers say there's no curvature through what?
measurement?
That's
What
your
is-
claim that-
Through what measurement? Well, I'll tell you right now. That is an elevation angle measure to Polaris. What's up, Nathan? I'm getting dinged again. It looks like everything's good to go. Oh, shit. Sorry. Okay, guys. All right. You weren't looking at them. I'm just screwing this up. I've already screwed up twice. Now, you know who's talking, right? You didn't have to see them. All right, hold on a second. Let me go back. Unbelievable. Oh, Hey, we got some super chats. We'll get to my screwing up here in a second. Slow mo move buggy. Thank you very much. And Theo Megawordy. QE, can you turn the video clip volume up? Yes, I can. Is it too low out there? I can and will turn the video up a little bit. Can you turn your volume up? That should solve it. We could see. Yeah, you're going to see them. I'm sorry about that. I made a mistake. You're going to know who's talking. Let's move on. We don't want to stay here indefinitely to talk about my shortcomings with the video. Okay? 4 more hours. Yeah, right. All right, let's get it right. Let's do this. Hiya! There we go. So it's this numpty dipshit, I said Mr. Magoo. You already know who Mr. Magoo is, so you know what he was. You know who it was. You got Mr. Magoo and Nancy, formerly Denise. All right, here we go.
Okay, you have a claim that there's curvature, and Patrick's asked, where's your proof that the horizon's curvature? And you've said it isn't, and then you've given up this measurement.
No. What I was trying to say is that when you're looking out there, the curvature is so...
My bad.
That's what this whole thing's going to be. That's why Patrick's throwing his head backwards. He just can't stop with the diarrhea of the mouth. He can't do it. He's a fuckwit, but he can't stop the diarrhea of the mouth. It's an obfuscation technique to try to hide his dumb fuckery, but we already know he's a moron. Mr. Magoo. Mr. Magoogle fingers.
So you've said that there's curvature at a certain distance, and you've given us some mathematics for that.
There he goes. He can't help himself.
He asked me the
question.
My
bad. Still in the middle of the same sentence. My bad. Still in the middle of the same sentence. My bad.
All right, finish the sentence, Nathan, but keep it short.
I would if I was allowed to. I'm just not allowed to.
Oh, go ahead. You're fine. We're not in an aggressive platform here. We're very
You've just spoken through me 3 times.
Discussion.
3 times you've spoken through me. Don't tell me you're not aggressive when you've just spoken through me 3 times. I'll try and finish the same sentence. Still trying to finish the same sentence.
He's trying to extrapolate. He can't even say it correctly. He's extrapolating. It's extrapolating, and there is no extrapolations here. For fuck's sake.
Sentence. That's 4 times. Not an aggressive platform, but you've consistently talking through me. Consistently. That's 4 times. 4 times.
Go ahead.
Don't need to be told to go ahead. Just need to be let to go ahead without you talking through me a 5th time. So you've rattled off some numbers.
No, here. Go ahead.
Doesn't seem like I'm getting an opportunity to talk.
And go.
I don't need permission. I just need the people who are interrupting me to not do that. 6th attempt. You've rattled off some numbers for where Earth curve is. Now, given that you're the one in the affirmative position for Earth curve, I'd expect you to know the mathematics for Earth curve. I know them, and Patrick knows them. He even stated them about 3 minutes ago. 1.22 times the square root of the observer's height in feet. So it's not a set distance, as you stated. Seems you don't know your own mathematics. So that's not a good start, given it's your affirmative position. I'm not going to be telling you.
All right. I'm going to stop. There's going to be some confusion with this right now. Because the 1.225 and the square root, that's the distance to the horizon on a sphere. Okay? The radius. The other question is, what is the formula for curvature? So I think that got confused in this. Besides all the interruptions, I just wanted to point that out. I'm sure some of you had questioned that. If you listen to this intently, you're going, wait a second. Those 2 things are related, but they're 2 different things. And in the heat of battle, I got it. I understand. I just wanted to put that out there that I caught it. So let's see if we can get by it. He still denies there's curvature. And he's a spheritard, by the way. Don't miss that fact.
On your demand, how flat earthers say it doesn't work when you don't know the positive claim for it. You should know. It's your claim.
Okay, so 1.22 times the observer's height. Where does this formula
No, that's wrong.
Okay, well, what you just said there. So, Patrick, what was the formula that you had said?
I just gave it you. 1.22 times the square root of the observer's height in feet.
Let Patrick talk. Let Patrick talk. You're interrupting him.
Why? I was giving
Patrick,
you
go
the
ahead.
answer and you didn't repeat it back. Is it
But I
that you
asked
don't want to
Patrick,
communicate with
not
me?
you.
I've given it you.
Dude,
You haven't repeated it back
This is
and
not
you've
going
thrown
to
it to
work if we
Patrick.
keep on with this.
I don't
You
get
told me
this.
Patrick said it, so I went back to Patrick to get what he was saying. Okay, Patrick, can you please tell me the formula that you guys use and in that where this came from?
On a sphere
Mhm.
of radius 3,959 miles,
Mhm.
any distance to horizon can be no more than 1.225 miles times the square root of the observer's height in feet. That is not 1 degree for every 75 miles.
So, but where did that come from? I'm just
Geometry. That's where it came from, Mr. Magoo. Simple geometry. You just compromised yourself. It's all over for you right now. Oh, it was over before. You're a fucking retard. Just pull, coming off the street and pulling stuff out of your ass isn't going to work in this genre, sunshine. Unbelievable.
curious where that formulation
All right.
came from.
Geometry.
Didn't you know?
Okay, I will explain.
Thank you.
I will explain.
Why would you have to explain it to him? It's simple geometry.
Okay. You take a cross section, the largest cross section of that
He's going to describe geometry. So it's geometry, Mr. Magoo.
sphere.
Mhm.
And then you draw a radius going all the way to the surface. Then you draw a right triangle out. And then all you have to do is use 3959 as the radius. And then the height of the pointy end of that right triangle then has the height over the surface of the earth. What that height is determines how tall the object must be for you to be able to see it from the distance of that first leg of that triangle. And I even have a chart that's like made by Globe Math.
Cool. Yeah, pull it up. I'd like to see it.
All right, one moment.
Why? Why are we doing
Right.
this? This is your claim. Aren't we here to defend Flat Earth? Why are we having to make your claim for you?
Now, folks, when Nathan told him that it's your claim, he personalized it like it's his claim. He says, I never said that. Yeah, it's the globe Earth, your sphere tard model that doesn't exist. You know, the heliocentric horse shit? That's their claim, right? And simple geometry. They can't get out of it. Most of them have to make that claim, the ones that know geometry. So this is a clusterfuck right now. Watch this idiot personalize the claim.
Well, because
That is a good point.
because what I'm trying to say is that I haven't heard that formula before. The formula that I have
You see him looking up? You see his eyes go up? He's looking at his Google monitor. Watch him.
for the measuring the curvature of the Earth is completely different. I remember when
Measuring the curvature of the Earth is completely different. So show. Let's see it. What the fuck?
I was on a different show with another flat earther,
Who cares?
and they told me that I think it's what, for 1 mile you have 8 inches of drop that you should have, or
No, that's incorrect too. You're fucking that up.
8 inches of drop, something of that nature.
No.
And
It's important. It was
Look
important
at
to know. So it is
Absolutely.
one. Yeah. So
Go ahead.
so let me give you the.
Mhm.
If you were to reverse the algebra, then you could make it that the curvature over
Looking up. See him looking up? You fucking weasel. Mr. Magoo weasel. That Google screen is going to be your undoing.
for any given distance d in miles is 2/3 of a foot or 8 inches times the miles times the miles. So over 1 mile.
There he goes again. I'm not going to keep doing this, folks. I already pointed it out. You know what's happening.
The curvature would be 1 times 1, which is 1, times 8 inches. 8 inches of curvature over 1 mile.
Mhm.
Over 2 miles, 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 8 inches, 32 inches. And that math gets worse and worse as the number of miles increases.
right.
There is a website.
Right. What do you mean, right? You didn't know what he just fucking said. What are you putting yourself as some type of an authority over this? You Dunning-Kruger delusional Mr. Magoo dipshit. You don't know what fucking geometry is. Everyone knows that. My audience knows that. You're not fooling anyone with your little bullshit here. Shut your fucking mouth.
called the distance to horizon calculator. So it does all the math for you, and it does the math correctly. You know, Nathan refers to it as the, well, what do you call the?
I call it the begging the
horizon
question.
calculator?
Begging the question, proof of nothing, perspective hijacking Earth curve calculator. This is the 1.22 times the square root of the observer's height in feet.
I'm getting
This is
another
your
call
claim of
again.
Earth curve at the horizon.
What
Yeah,
now?
that formula is not my claim of
Yeah, it
Earth's
is.
curvature.
Yeah, it is. That's the claim of Earth curvature.
The claim.
No, that's not my claim.
Hold
Are
on,
we
I can't
debating-
hear you. Go ahead, say it again. Is it too loud, Nathan? What about my regular voice and not my hollering voice? All right, fair enough. Thanks. All right, thanks. All right, bye. So the chief said I got to turn me down. Radio check 1 2 1 2 1 2. Radio check 1 2 1 2. How's that? Is that good? Give me a thumbs up out there in chat. 1 2 1 2. We're listening to Idiot Crayon Munchers. 1 2 1 2. He's a moron. How about that? Well, give me some feedback out there in chat, guys. Let me pull that over so I can keep it over when oh, it's perfect. Thank you, JM Truth. Nathan's there. 10 dB, I said. That's a little bit lower than I'm willing to go. 10 dB? You won't be able to hear me. All right, what about that? Radio check 1. Everyone's saying that's good. All good. See, slow-mo moon buggy. Look, everyone's giving me good to go, Nathan. I need Nathan's approval. What's 10 dB between friends? Yeah, sounds good. So we should be good to go. Okay, I'm not going to keep QE Live the treatment over here. Watch this, guys. I'm going to actually do this right. Oh, boy. All right. We ready? Let me look at. Nah, I know the level. Okay. We're ready. We're going to roll.
You?
Listen, Nathan, you're putting words into my mouth.
That's the claim of Earth
Stop
curve.
trying to straw man this
My
argument
bad.
here.
It's like telling a
Okay.
Christian that they don't believe in Jesus. That's Earth curve. That's your maths for Earth curve. You don't have to like it. It's yours.
No, because what we're actually talking about when you're talking about the curvature of the Earth is what I.
Hey, he's stalling so he can make shit up. You see, he just peeked up at his Google screen, right? You notice that?
What I'm seeing here is that you guys are looking at a horizontal plane and expecting this horizontal plane to have a certain curvature at the end.
What the fuck? So he thinks horizontal planes, we're expecting horizontal planes to curve? No. Because then it wouldn't be a horizontal plane anymore, Mr. Magoo. Holy shit. Have you been listening to the discussion? What you got coming in on those earphones? Jefferson Airplane.
The end. But what we're really talking about is an arc over this distance over time. Yes.
An arc over time? What in the fuck? Does he think curvature is an arc over time? It's 7:09 right here, right now. Are you saying at 7:15 there'll be more curvature? Ladies and gentlemen, I think he may be the dumbest motherfucker I ever run into. I really do. I'll leave that up to your judgment.
That's what we're talking about in the sense of Earth. And if you measure this correctly, you should see about 1 degree for the
Measure what correctly? Oh, 1 degree every what?
3,900 mile radius of the Earth, about 1 degree of curvature.
3,900 mile radius of what the fuck? And Nathan, yeah. What? What? That's what I'm talking about, folks. He's just making shit up. I think he's looking up at his Google Wiki screen and seeing numbers and shit, and his mind won't let the numbers go, so he spits them out of the blowhole. I don't have any other reason for that shit.
Temperature every 75 miles. The Earth is very, very
So he's still on his 1 degree every 75 miles. 1 degree of what? What is that? That's an elevation angle. That's the end of your sphere-tard. But you don't realize it because you're a dumb fuck. Mr. Magoo.
large. And so...
Oh, it's biggie. But there's no curvature. You're saying there's 1 degree of curvature every 75 miles, but we can't see that. That's what he's saying, folks. It's not even that he's wrong. If you know what I mean.
When we're looking at something going over the horizon and it begins to disappear, the reason we're seeing this is because it's not going over it's not going over 1% of the Earth's curve.
What? Does he think 1 degree is 1%? Is that what he's going for? Where'd 1% come from? I don't fucking know.
Right there. It's going over a very small, minute portion of that.
Yeah, that we can't see, right? So you can't answer Patrick's question. And that then begs the question, why are you a sphere-tard? Because there's no curvature. You can't see it. We've been going on and on for how long listening to your dumbass, trying to get to the point. You've been fucking up the whole way along, but to basically conclude that we don't see curvature. That's your conclusion. Your buddy up here, Nancy, is going to contradict you here in a few minutes. It's going to be classic. They're not even going to realize it. I mean, he's contradicting himself already, but wait, I'm giving the game away. Most of you guys already seen this anyway. This is, I don't know what to say. Look at Patrick over here. Too funny.
This is why we can see longer distances in some things, because we have atmospheric conditions that present themselves.
What? Atmosphere, that's a contradiction in terms. Atmo means air. Air is a gas. Sphere is a shape. Gases have no inherent shape. You would fail, literally, 1st grade intro to gas behavior. Remember that one I used to always bring up about Southwestern University and how they teach classes about gas behavior? Gases have no shape, period. So you're a moron. So what are you saying? The atmosphere allows you to see curvature now?
So that made no sense whatsoever.
Exactly.
Meanwhile, you have a laid down in
that.
my bad.
No, to anyone that could fog a mirror, it made no sense. It was incoherent, disconnected drivel. Everything. And you fucked up with your 1 degree horse shit every 75 miles.
I was only replying for 10 seconds. What you said made absolutely no sense.
Yep.
It's not my claim, but I understand the, not yours, the globe claim, and that is not it. So you don't understand. I don't know why I'm here. You don't know.
What's the formula
My bad.
for...
My bad.
What is the formula?
My bad.
No, Nathan,
My bad.
dude,
I'm in the middle of a sentence.
Yeah, this goes on throughout, and then they're going to start muting Nathan. Yep, he'll interrupt at a drop of a fucking hat. What they discussed before in the little logistics spill, they're going to be both guilty of it. But this fucking guy, he's not only dumb as fuck, but that makes sense. The dumbest motherfucker in the room is going to talk the most, right?
And you've already interrupted me 3 times.
No, he didn't interrupt you. You interrupted him. He stopped you from interrupting him, but you consider that interrupting you, you dumbass cracker. My God, are you dumb fuck?
Have I waited for a gap? You're in the middle of talking to me, and you're accusing me of talking to you.
He won't shut up.
I'm still in the middle of my sentence.
There he is, looking up goat. I told you I wouldn't be doing that. Sorry.
So far, every single time I've spoken on this show, you have spoken through me. So, given that our opponent, Patrick, doesn't know their own claim and has just laid down the most nonsensical, incorrect nonsense about how Earth curve maths works, I don't really know what I'm doing here. He doesn't know his own claim, and he's claiming that I'm talking through him while I'm refuting the total nonsense he just spewed about Earth curve maths, which is incorrect. Not right. Wrong.
Can I share this screen? All right. So let me see if I can I share this one.
Just telling them they're incorrect doesn't mean they're incorrect.
Meanwhile, all we've done so far is debate their inability to understand their own bloody claim. We've not got to any flat Earth yet. We're having to babysit them through baby steps of their own bloody claim they don't know.
Oh, come on.
What do you mean, oh, come on? That's exactly what's happening here. What are you, out to lunch? Is there anybody in there? Nancy, are you there? That's exactly what's been happening. Fucking retard. Shut up.
Come on.
You don't know your own claim.
I'm telling you that the way that you're saying that curvature exists is not.
I'm
the way
not.
that
That's
I would
your
calculate.
claim. Stop telling me that's how I'm saying curvature exists. It's your claim.
This is what you are literally saying. Globe earthers calculate curvature this way. I'm
That's correct.
saying, no, globe
Yes.
earthers calculate it a different way.
What do you mean? It's simple geometry, Mr. Magoo. Unbelievable.
Do they? Show
And
us.
it's looking
Citation,
at
please.
the-
Exactly. Show. Look at this fucking moron.
Arc
Citation,
change over
please.
time.
Citation.
There you go.
It's arc over time. That's his curvature formula is arc over time. I ain't bullshitting you. So it's 7:17 Central Time here. So at 7:25, there'll be more curvature. What a dumb fuck.
Look, dude, you're doing the same thing that
You're
accusing
saying
me-
it. I heard the first time. I heard the maths the first time that was wrong. Now you're saying that's how globe earth maths does it. Citation, please. Show me
Okay,
it.
David, what do we got here?
Show me it. Citation.
We got a moron. And David is a dickless Nancy. That's what we got here, Sunshine.
Please.
Pulled up what Patrick
And you're geometrically a nincompoop.
put on the screen. This is
Okay,
from Patrick.
It's
So
globe earth
Patrick,
maths.
can you
I
take
know
us
the
through
globe
this?
earth maths. I
And
want him to
Nathan,
cite
can
the
you
nonsense
please-
he's
I
just
don't
told
think
me
you
I'm
do.
wrong
I
to
don't think you
incorrectly.
understand very
According
much
to
right now
him,
at this
correct
point.
him
I
on.
wanna
I wanna
yell
hear-
at people.
no.
It looks
I want to hear the
It
argument.
looks like Nathan's been muted. So Nancy has muted Nathan.
So Patrick, take it away.
All right. Josh,
Oh, unmuted. Okay.
claiming that only 1 degree of curvature takes place every 75 miles is simply mathematically incorrect.
Okay.
The curvature of the Earth increases exponentially as the distance
Not exponentially. It's a squared function.
gets further. If, and by the way, this is a globe claim, okay? The statute mile distance around the equator is 24,901, which would
Mhm.
give you a radius of the Earth of 3,959 miles.
Right.
This is geometry.
Right? You don't know geometry. He's starting to play the authority again. He's fucking delusional.
Okay? This is not something that's disputable. It means, and I actually did the Taylor series at the end of this myself on paper. All you have to do is take the distance that the object is from you, square that distance in miles, and multiply it by 2/3. And that's the number of feet of curvature that should be blocking your view to that object. So after 10 miles, you take 100, because that's 10 times 10. You take 2/3 of that, and that's 66. And that's how many feet that would be blocking something that was 100 miles
Okay.
distant. All right?
I understand what you're saying, Patrick. Go ahead.
All right. Now,
He doesn't understand dick. he is absolutely clueless. Show us how you understand. Repeat what you just said back. He doesn't understand. He doesn't know what geometry is. I'd be shocked if this fuckwit graduated high school.
we do not observe that on the water at all.
You're right, and we don't observe that on a curved Earth either.
Oh, we don't observe that on the curved earth. Well, thanks a lot.
The
Appreciate
reason we
that.
don't obs-
Next. Look at Nathan. yeah. Then it begs the question, why are you a sphere tard, Mr. Magoo, since there's no curvature? This is unspeakable stupid.
observe that on a curved Earth is because what you're looking at
Something stupid this way comes.
there, that O, that horizontal line using trigonometry.
The O. Ads. He says the
horizontal
O.
plane.
He said the O is a horizontal plane. Damn. Folks, I'm going to rewind that just in case you didn't hear it. Unbelievable. There you go. Here we go.
Either. The reason we don't observe that on a curved Earth is because what you're looking at there, that O, that horizontal line using trigonometry, is a horizontal plane.
There you go. The O is a horizontal plane. Look at the slope in that horizontal plane, making it not a horizontal plane, because horizontal planes don't have fucking slopes. Oh my God. You can't make this shit up, folks. He thinks that O line is a horizontal plane. Unbelievable.
We're actually measuring the arc of Earth,
Really? With what?
not the horizontal plane of Earth.
Oh, you're not gonna. Yeah, right, Nathan. Yeah, how are you measuring that? You forgot that part.
Does that make sense? Is that when we're
No, it doesn't. It's fucking stupid.
looking straight out, there's slight variations of curve over time, but then
That's not telling me how you're measuring arc over. Did he say over time again? Get your clocks out. The Earth's about ready to curve.
you also have aspects of altitude, change in topography, and everything else that comes
What does that have to do with it? I don't know.
about in this. But if you
I'm
wanted to
going-
take the whole Earth in perspective, what we're talking about is a measurement of arc.
How you doing that? You're talking about a measurement of arc. He just showed you the arc, but then in the next breath is going to tell you don't see curvature. He forgot about that.
Because that's how you're going to get to a sphere.
That's how you could get to a sphere. Mr. Magoo.
Literally measuring arc. The actual
I'd like to see how he does that.
arc is generated by the angle theta created with the original radius to the center of the Earth.
May I,
And
Patrick?
then you take that. What's that?
May I? You don't know your own
please,
claim.
Nathan, I'm going to grab a glass of water.
Yeah, you don't know your own claim, guys. So how are we going to take apart your claim if you don't know it and you're denying it? We've just spent the last 10 minutes going through your globe claim that
Oh, it's been longer than 10 minutes.
you don't know. Now, if I may, can I prove to you Earth's flat? Given that we've just spent the last 10 minutes going through your own
Actually,
bloody
yes,
claim
we
of a
would love
globe
to
Earth
see
you
it.
don't know.
Please prove it.
Please, thank
Let's
you.
see the proof.
I can spend 10 minutes uninterrupted not proving your own claim you don't know to you and actually proving our Earth's flat
Sure.
to you. Excellent. You said you were in the Navy. Know any navigators in the audience?
Uh-oh. Here we go, folks. See, this is going to be the end of your sphere tard. The end of it. The sphere tard is going to implode here in a few seconds. Get ready, Nancy and Mr. Magoo. Listen up.
Say that again.
Navigators from the Navy days?
Probably one or two. Yeah.
Excellent. Do they know what an elevation angle measurement is?
Look at the look on his face.
How about you? Do you know what an elevation angle is?
Well, I would assume that it's an angle at elevation.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Magoo, this fuckwit should be picking up cans along the side of the road. Supervised. I'd even have to question that. That would be a danger to himself and others. He's just an abject clown, this fuckwit right here. He does all my work for me. Thank you.
No, it's an angle measurement from a baseline to a star to acquire its GP for
Oh,
navigation.
okay. Right.
Oh, okay, right. Dad, that's right. See, that's what didn't I just say that?
Go
So
ahead.
you know about celestial navigation then, being in the Navy?
A little bit. I didn't do today.
That means nothing. He was down in the galley wanking.
We don't use much of celestial navigation to navigate.
Oh, you don't? That's what I told you, folks. He's down in the galley wanking. He's clueless clown. You Navy guys need to get the hook out. Quick!
To the waters of the ocean, if you can imagine.
You don't think people go out on the water with sextants and they don't have them as a backup on aeroplanes? You don't think that's the case?
Oh no, they absolutely do.
Yes, that's right, they do. So we're aware of celestial navigation then. Angle measurement
He's looking up.
Well,
can only take place on a flat Earth. Further to this, all of the models and maps, including the globe, are derived from flat Earth elevation angle measurements to Polaris.
Boom! It's all over, folks. That's the end of the sphere tard. That's it. They don't realize it. They just whistle past the graveyard. They'll go on to multiple different topics. It's all over right there. That's it. It's dead. Sphere tards fucked.
Your latitude lines on the maps are lines drawn out based on areas of equal elevation. That's a flat Earth angle measurement to Polaris. And all celestial navigation is done with angles. You can't acquire an elevation angle from a curved surface. You take an elevation angle measurement from the plane of the Earth, and you take it with reference to the horizon or a spirit level in a sextant. That's because all lines along the ground are referenced to 0, sea level. And that's because elevation angle measure.
Look at it. Yep. We don't need you to say you're a dumb fuck. Your yep has no effect. You damn unbelievable hubris and audacity from this fuckwit. You're finished. You don't even realize. Hey, Nancy, bye-bye to your BallTARD. It's all over. You don't realize it, do you? Unbelievable.
Measurements can only be done on a flat plane. I thank you.
Boom! Oh, what's wrong, Mr. Magoo? How about you, Nancy? You got anything to say to that? Because anything that comes up after this, it's academic. I'd just rather go clean the bathroom. Because you're done. You don't realize it because both of you are too fucking stupid.
Okay, and so...
Okay, and what?
But we're talking about to our horizon.
But we're talking about to our horizon? What the fuck does that mean? What does that have to do with what he just said? Nothing.
Which the amount of curvature...
He's back to his amount of curvature, and the Earth is biggie. That's what he's at. I'm telling you. He's a fucking moron.
From one point to the horizon is insignificant.
Told ya. He didn't answer. He's not dealing with what Nathan just said. He's back on his fuckwit of that there's no curvature. I can't, I can't make this up. I mean, he's so incoherent. He doesn't pay any attention to what people are saying. He's off the topic, back on his fuckwit. It's unbelievable.
No, it's 1.22 times the square root of the observer's height in feet.
No, that was you. According to you, that was Globe.
That's according to Globe. Not according to me, according to you. That's your claim. You...
Oh, now he's going to take it personal. Sorry.
Don't know. You keep telling me it's my claim. It isn't.
Did I say that was my claim?
Hold on. Did I say that was my claim? He's fucking absolutely clueless. You can't. Unbelievable.
Anybody here? Did I say that was my claim?
He's asking people in the audience and shit. Anybody hear me say that? But I didn't say that. Then it can't be true. Look at Patrick. Oh my God.
Globe claim you don't know, so you're saying it's not yours because you don't know it. Your ignorance does not. Your ignorance doesn't alter what the Globe claims. My bad. I know it must be painful me pointing out.
Shut up, Nancy. We have enough problems with diarrhea of the mouth, Mr. Magoo here, to have you interrupt the discussion.
Your ignorance.
Okay, relax. Josh.
Fuck you. How about that? Fuck off, Nancy.
No,
Can you talk about... I'm going to let you describe
what... We're gonna let the dumbest motherfucker on the panel describe what?
You mean when you're talking about how to...
What you mean? Can you even fucking speak?
The curvature of the Earth. So
why are we back with the curvature of the Earth? He already told you he can't fucking see it because the Earth is biggie. Nathan just destroyed your entire fairy tale religion and asked for a response. What the fuck? He comes back with his fucking earthy biggie and there's no fucking curvature. It's all non sequitur. It's a fucking carnival tent. And you're the king fucking clown, Nancy. You're enabling this shit. Unfucking believable.
What your claim?
We're not here, Nathan. No, Nathan. You're here to debate me and Josh, not other.
Yeah, that's what he's doing. He's not debating anybody else. So why the fuck would you say that? Are you delusional too? Oh, I think we already established that you are. Do you think he's debating somebody else in this video or in your forum? What the fuck? Why would you make a statement like that? Because you got do 7 offsuit. Huh? No dick.
Other people not sign. I want to hear what Josh would say to this. Let's just let
Would
him.
say to what? He hasn't even dealt with it. He's not saying anything to Nathan's block of instruction on elevation angles. He's not saying any. He's back to his Earth is biggie. We can't see curvy because of 1 degree every 75 miles. My God.
Respond.
Okay. To measure the curvature of the Earth,
Holy shit.
we're talking about how the Earth is curving over
He's just making shit up. He's off topic. He's a fucking moron. Look at him.
distance over time. Now,
He's fucking arc over. Did he say arc over? He said over time. All right, 732. I'll tell you what, that curvature is getting pretty big now because getting biggie because we looked at it at 7 o'clock. So since it's over time, it must be getting biggier.
as Patrick pointed out,
Idiot.
the Earth is incredibly large.
He didn't say that. Patrick never. That's why Patrick's giving you that look. He never said that. What the fuck?
You did. You said it was, what, 24,000 miles in circumference? We're talking about
No, that's not saying it's very large. Don't you even understand that?
3,900 miles in radius. It's incredibly large.
No, it's not. I don't think that's very large, but I said it was 24,901 statute miles around the equator. I didn't characterize that in any other way than quantitatively.
Okay. Well, quantitatively, I look at that as fairly large.
He thinks saying it's fairly large is quantitative. That statement is quantitative. You can't make this shit up, folks. I God fucking thank you. The prosecution rests. Of course, it could have rested. Like, fuck, where are we at? 57 minutes? When he first arrived, we could have rested the prosecution. OMG, Mr. Magoo, fuckwit. Classic. Thank you very much. We'll put that one in the hopper, too. Unfucking believable.
That's wonderful. Please continue.
Okay. I look at that as incredibly large, especially when we're an insignificant little speck on this planet.
Oh, you got that from Carl Sagan. I would say you're an insignificant speck, yes. Not us. So way to parrot wiki. Of course, to do that, to say that you're an insignificant speck, you would have to provide the dimensions of your sphere tard, which Nathan just fucking imploded. This is all bullshit. From numpty dipshits. Dickless ones.
Begging the question fallacy.
Okay. So when you guys are explaining what globe earthers pertain to as the
When you guys are explaining what globe earthers pertain to, it's non sequitur. The fuck, man.
formula used. And I know Patrick just said that, yes, but he's talking about the curvature is computed there through theta. I understand that.
No, you don't. You have no idea what geometry is. You don't even know what the fucking word is, let alone theta. That's clear. Everyone in my audience already knows that. It's demonstrable that you're fucking Mr. Magoo.
That's what you said, Patrick, right?
That's what you said, Patrick, right? Yeah, that's what you said, Patrick, right? Yeah, that's not going to save you. This is just stalling.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
There's other aspects, more accurate aspects of which they use to do that.
There's other aspects, accurate aspects of which they use to do that. Who are they? To do what? There's more accurate aspects than geometry. That's what he just said, folks. He doesn't realize it, but that's what he just said. Now he's letting his Google eyes, Mr. Magoo, Magoo eyes, look up at his monitor. See him?
There is R over RE over K.
RE over, what the fuck did he say? Let's try it again. I want to catch it.
He's talking about the curvature is computed there through theta. I understand that.
No, you don't.
That's what you said, Patrick, right?
That's what he said. Yeah. Go ahead and stall some more.
There's other aspects, more accurate aspects of which they use to do that.
Help Google save me. Like what? So say it slow.
There is R over RE over K.
There's R over RE over K. What in the fuck is that? Somebody, what the fuck is R over RE over K? What the fuck is that? I've never fucking seen that before in my life. What? Post that for so we can see it, right? And define every variable. What's R? Can't wait for that one. RE over, I think he's just, I don't know where he's at on Google, so who the fuck knows? What the fuck is that? Is that a measurement, by the way?
K, which takes the hidden height, measures that through.
Takes the hidden height, measures that. He's just making shit up now. He's trying to catch up on Wiki.
Through the radius of the curved light.
What the? What? The radius of the curved light? Ah! What the fuck? The radius of the curved Cracker Jack box. What else? Oh my God.
Over the cosine of
Over the cosine of my sister's drawers. He's fucking, this is, I can't believe somebody has the audacity. Does he think he's hidden? Does he think he's cloaked? Does he think he's fooling everybody with this? If he does, isn't that fucking scary?
So I got the formula right here. Okay.
Let's say it. You said R over RE over K. Let's say it. And I want you to define every variable in that fucking idiot's RE sandwich.
It's a complex formula to measure the curve.
It's a complex formula that measures the curvature. Formulas don't measure, you idiot fuckwit. Show us a formula measuring. I want to see that shit. Another fucking category here, non sequitur from a fuckwit Mr. Magoo.
Curvature of the earth. And we can get into the mathematics. We can get into
Let's get in. Yeah, this is a bluff. Let's get into it. I want to get into it. Let's get into the mathematics, into the geometry right fucking now.
the science aspects of this as well.
There's no science. You compromised yourself again. This has nothing to do with natural science whatsoever.
Right?
Please.
I don't think we
Wrong. Please.
need to.
Right.
Here's the thing.
Why not? You're disputing my claim.
I'm saying that
No, you're disputing his claim. You said you have a fuckwit formula from Wiki. Go ahead and bring it out. Let's go. Let's go through the math and the complex science. All in. We're all fucking in with that, by the way, Mr. Magoo.
the claim that you're using as that formula
The claim that you're using as that formula
is not what I would use to calculate.
is not what I would use. Like I said, he personalized it. And he came with some fucked up formula from Wiki that has nothing to do with anything. It's just simple geometry, you clown. Unbelievable. You doing anything about this, Nancy? No, because you're a dumb fuck too.
The curvature of the earth.
Then what formula would you use?
What I would use is this one right here that I have.
Go ahead, put it out here. The R over RE over K with curved radii of fucking lights. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Go ahead and put that formula. Let's say it. Let's go through it.
But
What?
this is what I'm trying to say.
What are you trying to say?
Through observational phenomena,
Oh my God. He's going to go off on another incoherent fucking tangent. observable phenomena have nothing to do with geometry and formulas measuring shit that you just made up. But Nancy's going to allow it because he's dickless.
I can understand your perspective.
So you can understand his perspective. What does that have to do with anything?
Right?
Right?
Let me ask you
Wrong.
this.
You can understand his perspective, right? Now he's going to ask him a fucking question. This Mr. Magoo idiot does this whole fucking time. After he gets compromised, after a poignant question is directed towards him, he'll ask a question. That's what he does. These guys let him go too. That pisses me off. Let's see what he says here.
If I got
you see him fucking stall, right? To get the little mouse traps moving. He's going to come up with some dumb shit right here.
on the ocean, I left San Diego.
Okay. He's leaving San Diego on the ocean.
And
I would suggest for alarms, sirens to go off if this motherfucker is traveling out there on a machine, some type of machine, boat, whatever, on the ocean. Set off the fucking alarms. I want everyone out the ocean.
Due west.
He's traveling due west, going out of San Diego.
Okay. When can I expect to see Earth's curvature?
4:30. Can you believe this? Number one, it has nothing to do with anything he just spoke to previously. And he comes up with this dumb fuck question. I can't believe it. I have never heard anything more stupid in my fucking life. And I've heard some stupid shit. This guy needs to be, I'm telling you, Mr. Magoo needs to be institutionalized. I mean, right fucking now. This is scary.
If it was curved,
He's fucking serious. Look at him.
right?
Look at
I'm
Patrick.
saying that happens 1 degree of curvature every 75 miles.
He's on his back to his 1 degree of curvature every 75 miles. But he doesn't see the curvature. He can't measure it, but he measured it with a formula.
But it's
Not
negligent in the sense.
It's negligent. The curvature is negligent. It's not been keeping up with its responsibilities. OMG, man. This is a fucking comedy routine. Unbelievable.
That's your opinion, okay? But
It's not keeping up with what it was charged with. You curvature are negligent. The one that I can't see.
I'm saying is that you
Mathematical
should.
reality.
Okay, sure. What I'm trying to say though is that if I'm traveling,
I don't think anyone can figure out what you're trying to say. No one can. What the fuck are you smiling about, Nancy? Why aren't you stopping this? Aren't you supposed to be is he in charge? Who the fuck is in charge? Why didn't you do something, even if it's fucking wrong? Fucking dickless idiot. I can't believe you're putting me through this shit.
along that 75-mile long line, 1 degree of curvature
Oh my
on
God.
a Earth that I look at as incredibly large,
Yeah, it's Biggie.
24,000 miles in circumference, is negligible.
Oh, I thought it was negligent. Yeah, you've been saying this the whole time for the past, 45 fucking minutes that he can't see curvature. He can't see it. There's no curvature. That's what he's been trying to tell you. He keeps bouncing off the walls and the funhouse mirrors between his fucking ears. Right? He can't stay focused on any single topic, even though your sphere chart was debunked by Nathan. By the way, where is Nathan? Is he still on mute? You dickless idiot. You put him on mute before I seen the little sign go up. That's why he probably left.
Are you
That
saying
curve-
you'll never see the curvature?
That's what he's saying. That's what he's been saying for the past 45 minutes to your question. So my question is, how or why is he a spheretard? How can you measure something that you can't fucking say? How about that question? What are you going to do? Measure it with a formula? 1 degree every 75 miles.
Through an observation of
It's negligent, though.
moving west from a point on the ocean? No.
So what
You don't have
evidence?
observable phenomena from that.
We have observable phenomena from going due west out of San Diego. We have observable phenomena. What, like seagulls? Waves? What the fuck?
All
Who
right.
knows?
Fair enough. Then let's
Fair enough. What the fuck is he talking about? Jeez.
go back to my original question.
Yeah, your original question. He already answered it. He can't answer. There's no curvature that he can see. Next. Again, why is he a spheretard then?
What evidence do you have that the horizon is caused by the curvature of a presupposed spherical Earth?
It's
But there he goes again. That's stalling. He's trying to come up. The fucking mice are going, and the funhouse mayor's in there. What the fuck is he gonna say now?
it's kind of nothing against you, Patrick, but the question kind of doesn't really draw context. I mean, I'm trying.
The question doesn't draw context. What in the flying fuck was that? What does that even mean? What oh my God.
Trying to make sense of it, but
No one, there is not a single human can make sense out of anything that you've said up to this point. Nothing. They're all non sequiturs. Every single one of them. And words patched together. Incoherent, disconnected, fucking drivel bouncing off the walls. That's what we got with you. You're a pretender clown. Looking up at your wiki Google screen. Making shit up on the fly. You've been stalling and making up remedial horse shit out of that. I don't get it. I don't.
what evidence do I have that the curvature is caused by the horizon of the
Oh my God. Where in the fuck did he get that idiot shit? That curvature is caused by the horizon? Is that I'm not going back. I refuse.
planet?
Planet? Yeah, that's what we're trying to find out, whether it is a planet or not. So that's begging the question. That's,
Let me
by the way, that's a fallacy. Oh my God, he's got another question.
ask you this. I guess. Let me ask a question.
Let me ask a question.
Okay.
Is
He's been asking questions the whole fucking time, but let me ask a question. How long have we been going on, folks? Remember I told you about the monologue warning from Dickless Nancy up here? Remember that? How long we've been going?
how do
Look, do you see the stall? Unbelievable.
you perceive the Earth to be flat through the observation of the horizon?
How do we perceive the observation of the Earth to be flat from the horizon? Well, because the horizontal is flat. Holy fucking shit. And I open up my eyeballs and look at it. Good? Unfucking believable. Pat, I know, Patrick. You have to do something. Nancy's not going to do anything.
So what you're saying
He
is
can't
you'd
even speak.
like me to prove that the Earth is flat rather than me
No,
asking
I don't want you to prove.
that
I
the Earth
want
is
to.
a
I
globe?
want to know your thoughts and opinions. If the sun is coming over the
Hey, there he is. You still on mute?
horizon, okay,
Over the horizon.
through this
No.
observation of that phenomena, because I mean, we were talking about this before the show.
Nigel, can I
We're
answer
talking
him?
about observational data, right? So empirical data.
No, that's not empirical data. Oh my God. He doesn't know the difference between observational or observation and empirical. They're not the same. It's a composition fallacy. He's a fuck. Well, we already know he's retarded.
Empirical evidence, things that happen within the
Empirical. You don't have any empirical evidence, and we're talking about geometry that has nothing to do with empirical evidence.
phenomena of nature.
No phenomena in nature either.
We observe them.
You're a
take
fucking moron.
notes. We record them.
Oh,
We
God.
draw hypotheses. We test those hypotheses. We develop.
He's just on his incoherent monologue again, talking about worthless horse shit that's disconnected. Nancy, this fucking moron is off playing, I don't know, with himself, by the way. I don't know what he's going to play with. He's dickless.
Develop theories. Theories are built upon repeatable experimental phenomena over and over again,
Holy shit.
right? And we try to draw conclusions from that.
An
So-
answering, Patrick.
Holy fucking shit.
So from observing the sun rising every day, rising sun
Now we're observing the sun rising.
setting every day, what can
The
we
sun doesn't rise or set on the sphere tard, which Nathan has already debunked, or the flat earth. It's just rhetorical language. This is getting old. I can't do anything, folks, unless you want me to bypass it. I don't think I can do that. We're at 2 hours and 22 minutes now. I'm going to let this go for about another 10 minutes and go wrap it up
determine
for this episode. Obviously, there's going to be more episodes.
from that brings about the idea that the earth is flat, non-rotating?
Nathan, why don't you take this?
Perfect. Okay, so we're moving past the assertion that Earth has a physical geometric limitation blocking boats and buildings with a measurable value in the Earth curve maths to it being our burden to prove what the horizon is and how it proves Earth flat. No problem. If you're on a boat at sea, you have a tool called sextant. It's a tool for measuring angles.
This is the second time.
What you will do with this tool is point it at the horizon to establish a horizontal plane of reference. That's a flat Earth. Now that line that you establish as horizontal with this tool that measures angles called a sextant, you will establish that horizontal baseline with the horizon, horizontal, as the name suggests, out beyond the horizon to the GP, that's ground position of a star that you're measuring the angle to. Now the GP is the position directly below the star, which would be to say that if you were at that position on Earth, the star would be at your zenith, directly above your head. Now, that means that when you measured, using the horizon, the angle to the star, you established Earth as a horizontal plane of reference, because it can only be a horizontal plane of reference to get an angle from it. That's what an angle is, two straight lines, not one curved line and one straight line.
Kablooey. Magoo, up looking at your screen. That screen's not going to help you. That's it. Again, for the second time, that kills the sphere tard. Right there. It's over.
So in order to perform celestial navigation on a boat, you need the horizon to establish the ground as flat to measure an angle. Hope that answers your question.
And it's important to note that we did just reverse the burden of proof. I still am asking for any evidence that the horizon is created by the curvature of a presupposed spherical Earth.
He already answered you. There, he can't see curvature because the Earth is too biggy. Right? He's already answered. I know it was really stupid. You may have missed it. He answered it quite a number of ways, but that's what he's saying.
Right. And then I try to explain this, and you guys, and he was obviously trying to strong arm me. I was trying to say
He was trying to strong. Who was trying to strong arm you? No one's strong arm. You're delusional. Strong arm you. Who the fuck knows?
is that when we look at the horizon, we're not going to see curvature because
There you go. Well, we know that. Well, you've been saying that for the past. It's been over a fucking hour. Dickless Nancy. I told you, do something even if it's wrong. I mean, this is painful. Fuck.
at those distances, it's negligible because you need
No, it's negligent. The curve's negligent.
need longer, greater distances to begin to see even 1% of the curve.
He's on his 1% too, so he can't answer that. There you go, Patrick. Yeah, I know. But that's his answer. He's a sphere tard without a sphere.
Of the Earth. That's what I said. And you guys keep on, and he kept on going back to that same argument.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
Mathematically false.
Just a quick question.
Okay, real quick. I got a super chat. I just want to read out.
Oh, now since we got a super chat, Nancy fucking chimes in.
Quick, it's actually related to this.
What? Are you saving up for that prosthetic deck? Jeez.
It comes from SEV Gibson, $10. Thanks, man. He says, Nathan and Patrick are not listening. Josh is talking.
So Nathan and Patrick are not listening to Mr. Magoo. Unbelievable. What the fuck, man? Yeah, this brings the question of humanity's intelligence. Whoever this is dumber than Mr. Magoo. Holy fucking shit.
Talking about an arc distance of 75 miles. Not
An arc distance of 75 miles? How'd he get the arc distance? He said it was arc over time. And how is it 75 miles, Mr. Super Chatter, dumbass fucking moron? And where'd you get that from? That arc. The 1 degree, you know, the 1 degree thing, that thing, that's an elevation angle. Did you just listen to Nathan? Now he did it twice. Utterly implode the sphere tards, fuckwit. My God.
not a plane distance. You need to
Holy
back up
shit.
and listen to Josh's actual claim.
We've listened to everything from him, and I'll tell you what, he's the dumbest motherfucker I think I ever. I am so fucking aggravated right now. I'm gonna stop this stream. I'm gonna do it. We're stopping. Take a break because we're stopping permanently. I can't do it, man. I'm finished. I can't. It'll have to be another day. Oh, we still got some people out there. Hey, 80-some people. Cool. Hope you enjoyed it. This is just, you know what? I should have put episode. I'll put episode or part 1 on this. Yeah, thanks, Eric. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate the super chat. Yeah, I can't do anymore. There's only so much you can take, right? And I can feel. Yeah, you're welcome, Nathan. Hey, thanks for the heads up. I don't mind you know, anyone Skyping me to say I'm fucking up. I'm not perfect. And I do screw it up, especially when I was talking shit about how good I was doing in the past couple streams. I should know better. Stepped into that one. What are you gonna do? Like I said, this is only part 1. I'll get to part 2 coming up here in a couple days. Let's see what we got. Right, but you get the picture. I'll mark down the time. I may roll it back a little bit for the next episode so we can have some continuity. Speaking of continuity, what is your conceptual continuity? I'm going to ask that next time. Listen up. This is for you to find out there, researchers. What is your conceptual continuity? That's the mission for next time. All right, guys, I'm out. Hope you enjoyed it. Oh, if anyone would please do me a favor and send this to Dickless Nancy and Mr. Magoo, I'd appreciate that a lot. 5 more minutes. That's pretty funny. No, it can't be 5 more minutes, man. I got to go. Like I said, I had enough. So hang in there. There'll be a part 2. I promise. We're gonna finish this. I'm telling you, we're gonna do it. All right, guys, take care. Yeah, what is your conceptual continuity? Correct, Eric. That's the mission. I want the answer in chat for the next stream. I'm gonna be looking for it. All right, guys, take care. We'll catch you on the flip side. QE out.